Hello and welcome to Stretch with Jason. Today I'm going to kind of jump around different regions of the body, but I definitely want to get some chest stretches. So whether you're seated or standing, you can even grab onto something. We're going to raise our hand up like this so that creates that outward rotation at our shoulder, and it's going to open this area, and we're going to turn our body away from it and just hold. So as you can imagine, if you have maybe a door jamb to put your arm against, you can turn away from here. And this is the key right here, is to open this area. We don't want to just reach behind us and let our shoulder come forward. We want to open this up and hold it there. So go ahead and turn away. And relax, and we'll do the other side. So once again, elbow out and then rotate to lift your hand up. And then we are going to turn away from it. So if it's helpful, you can put your arm against something, or you can just hold it out here like I am. Okay, so now you'll feel this area opening here. And then you can kind of experiment with how high or low you lift your elbow up. And just breathe out slowly. There we go. We're going to go ahead and relax, and we'll continue with some chest openers, but I'll move my chair out of the way because we need to reach behind us. And then we are going to lock our arms, and I want you to push your chest up and forward. So we're going to lock down and back with our arms, chest goes up and forward. And then, like I said, with that single chest stretch, we don't want to roll our shoulders inward. We want to rotate outward. There we go. All right, so just hold it here. Deep breaths, that's good. All right, we'll give our upper torso a little break and do some spinal rotation. So on this, I'd like you to sit up tall, and we're going to rotate our knees to one side, and then we're going to place our hand on the outside of our leg and then rotate the other way. Go ahead and hold that there. We're at the time of day where I'm getting too much bright light in here, so I just want to bring that down, but go ahead and hold that in the rotation. My manual lighting adjustment is the sunlight. All right, here we go. You're just going to see the lines from the blinds. All right, that's good. And we'll do the other side. So rotate your knees one way, and then we're going to turn opposite. So you can just place your hand on the outside of your knee for stability. And we want to keep our spine what? Long and tall. All right, so you're turning your shoulders away from your knees, and then turn your head along with it. All right, so just hold that there for a stretch. All right, so go ahead and return to the middle. We're going to do another rotation to that first side, but this time we're going to reach up and behind us. So it's kind of like an upward rotation. So go ahead and lock your hands together, reach up and basically almost behind you. So your arm is going to cross in front of your face. So you want to think about reaching up and back as you rotate. So it's kind of like a rotate reach. Upward and across, keep that torso tall, reach up. All right, and then go ahead and relax. And then it helps to keep your hands locked, whether it's through your fingers or maybe just grab your wrist. So we're crossing upward to the other side for that upward rotation. Slow breaths out, spine is tall, sitting up. All right, and then go ahead and return to the middle and just recover with some shoulder rolls. We're going to do some neck next, and for this one, I'd like to spin around to show you from the back, because we are going to actually press against the ligaments which attach your muscle to bone. So basically at the base of your skull on either side of your spine, you're going to kind of feel this groove here. So we're going to start by focusing on one side. So I just want you to turn to the side as you're pressing your thumb upward and inward. And then we'll do about 4 of these to each side. So just return to the middle. All right, so I'm just gonna trust that you can see this okay. So pressing your thumb under the base of your skull on one side and then turning your head that way. So what this will do is open up some space. Okay. There we go. All right, and then we'll do the other side. So thumb at the base of your skull, right beside your vertebrae. All right, turning to the side, hold it for a short pause. Turn to the side once again as you press your thumb. All right, a couple more. And one more. All right, I'm just gonna check to make sure we're good. Okay, so we're gonna do the same idea. Now with both thumbs, I want you to tuck your chin down as you press your thumbs upward into your skull. And then just return to neutral, and we'll do a few more like that. So when you're bringing your chin down, I want you to think about lengthening your neck up, forward, and down, because that's what we're trying to do is open up that space. So we're also pressing against the tendon to help stretch that along. So it'll be very effective for reducing that neck tension, and we'll do one more. All right, and then I'm gonna return to the front to do our famous scapular, or sorry, your trapezius stretch. So down and diagonal with your chin. And on this, I like to wrap my arm behind to keep the shoulder down and wrapped around. And then we're gonna take our hand and then just kind of bring it more in that diagonal head tilt. So go ahead and hold it here. If you need to take another peek, you can look at your screen for a bit. But the key pointers here, chin is down to one side, opposite shoulder stays down, press that arm down, and then you're just using your hand to wrap around your head to guide that stretch along, open up more space. All right, so chance to reset. I'm gonna wrap one arm behind. Another option you can do is just place your hand, tap your back shoulder basically, down and diagonal. Okay, might feel a little awkward at first, but once you have that diagonal line, you can just go ahead and edge it along, wrapping your head upward around your skull, and then just guide it along that downward diagonal stretch. Slow breaths. Important to oxygenate. Good job with that. Go ahead and return to neutral. Just a few shoulder rolls. We're gonna finish standing. So I'm gonna work our way down. I think this view will be okay. So if you notice, if you're ever lying down with your legs straight or even standing, if you have a bit of outward foot positioning, that means that we need to work on the inward hip rotation. So what I like to do is just lift the knee up, and I'll show you a seated version too. And we're just gently rotating out so that our foot, outside of our foot, kind of kicks out and up. So that's the idea. The seated version would look very similar. You just pick your knee up, and then it's just very slight rotation this way. So even though your lower leg is going outward, what's happening here is our thigh is actually rotating inward. So it'll help with that alignment. So go ahead and continue that. I would prefer the standing version today just because I feel like I get a little more range. All right, so you'll even feel that working around your hip. And then of course, we'll finish on the other leg. So knee is bent, and then we're going to rotate our thigh inward, which would kick our lower leg outward. And then you don't have to hold your leg up there. You can support it a little bit The key here is the rotation. So here's the front view, knee straight forward, and then rotate the lower leg to go outward. All right, so we'll just finish a few more of these. All right, good job, and thanks for joining me on Stretch today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.